Now bringing in criminal defense attorney David Gelman for more here. David, welcome back to the show. Talk about a seismic update in this case. What are the chances this case gets a third trial?
You know, Markie, I think that George Garcon is probably the defense attorney's best friends right now because what he's doing is just opening a huge can of worms. And when he goes on national television and says, we are looking at options, we're considering everything, to me, that makes me think that they are going to get a new trial or at least get resentenced to maybe time served because there's no way he should go on TV and say this. You could have done this in a statement, but by doing so, I think it's a very good possibility for the Menendez brothers.
Yeah. Let's talk about this new evidence that they're reviewing. How does this letter about sexual abuse at the hands of the father pop up 35 years later now? And how do you determine whether its contents are legitimate or if this was an effort to kind of, plant fake evidence leading up to killing Jose and Kitty?
That's a great question. I'm very skeptical of new evidence for the simple reason their defense attorneys are excellent attorneys in 1996 in 1995 when they had these trials. Why didn't that letter come out in evidence then? Why are we waiting till 2024? Because there's a new docuseries out that they have that miraculously there's now a new letter. I'm very skeptical, and you're correct. How do we know the authenticity of this letter? How do we know that Erik Menendez actually did write this letter then? And even if he did, what does it matter? They killed their parents in cold blood. It wasn't a justifiable killing. It wasn't a killing where they did this in the heat of the moment. They planned this, and they brutally killed their parents.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was going to ask you what you made of Dave Ehrenberg's sound that we played off the top there, that being sexually abused by your father, while it is heinous, if true, does not make it justifiable to murder him and your mom while they watch TV in the living room. It seems like most people would agree that you can't walk free after that.
I would hope so. I mean, look, I understand that everybody should get a second chance in life, and obviously George Garcon thinks you should get like a 15th chance. But when you brutally kill two individuals, your parents, and not just brutally, I mean, the mom was crawling after being shot, and they killed her, they reloaded and killed her. These all show that this was planned, it was premeditated, and frankly, they did this in cold blood. There's no reason for resentencing, or do you think they were rehabilitated in jail? I cannot think anybody would believe they have been.
Last question, because I am one of the masses who's watching this Monsters docu-series right now, and it's reminding me a lot of different nuggets of the case that I had forgotten or wasn't familiar with. What does a docu-series that becomes this popular do for the legal system in a case such as this?
Look, there are certain people that are convicted of crimes they didn't do. So I commend these docuseries because they are bringing light and they are bringing potentially new evidence. However, we all have to be skeptical of this. Look, I was a prosecutor for many years and now I'm a defense attorney. So I've seen both sides of it. And these docuseries are only going to get more and more prevalent. And I think they're going to help because there are still a lot of cold cases out there. And again, a lot of individuals are in custody and are incarcerated due to false charges. So I think these are a good thing, but we all got to, again, take this with a grain of salt and be skeptical.
Yeah, when we're all watching to see Monday's documentary be released using brothers' phone calls from prison. David Gelman, I imagine I'll have you back on pretty soon to talk about the latest with this one. Thanks, sir.
Thanks, Markie.
Have a great weekend.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.